And I think it's so important. And I liken it to a little bit to racism, right? And black people don't kill me for this, but I know a lot of white people who subscribe to racist values, but they're not bad people. They they have lived in this bubble, and in their bubble, this is what has been presented to them. They have not been exposed to much outside of what they have been taught and what they've seen and what they know. So that's I can't knock somebody for making decisions based off of what they've seen and what they believe, right? Like that's how we survive. So similarly, it took me having this conversation, this relationship, to expand my horizons and to open my mind to a totally different side of life, to where I actually know how to like make funny gay jokes, but not come off as like
an egotistical.
Yeah, or come off as a homophobe, because
a bigot.
People don't understand is, yeah, gay people still have a sense of humor. Like I remember we were at a bar one day, and I ordered a drink, and the guy called me honey or baby. I was like, nah, man, like chill. And he was like, he came back to me, he was like, oh no, we don't do it to fuck with straight people because we know it makes you guys uncomfortable. And I go, oh, that's funny as shit. Like,
like I've seen that so many times. Yes, so many times.
And he was like, yeah, I knew when you walked in here, like I knew you weren't, but it's, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I can make, like, we were at a party one day for I forgot whose party it was, but my gay coworker was hosting it. Mm-hmm. And they were like, the bathroom is through the hall to the left, then go gay, because we know you can't go straight. And if you're on the outside looking in, or you've not been around that, you're afraid to make that type of joke because you go, oh, I don't want to offend. I'm like, no, bro, like gay people are humans just like we're humans, dog. Like it's not as sensitive as you think it is until it becomes disrespectful. But that's with anybody in any walk of life. Mm-hmm. We can joke until it's disrespectful.
It is. I mean, it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye, right? I mean, it goes back to the same saying that sticks and stones may break my bones, but bruh, sticks and stones will break your damn bones, but words won't. Words will just either make you or break you. That's how the Army is. Back in the Army, there was an also time where I think it was in the Bill Clinton era or the Clinton era. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a ask, don't tell policy, right?
Yeah, don't ask, don't tell.
Exactly. That was for the gay members that served. That was for the lesbian members that served. That was for the transsexuals that served. That policy was a great policy because, yeah, they were still getting beat up. They were still getting suppressed. They were still not making the same, moves as far as where they needed to be. But no one cared. You didn't hear anything about it. Nothing. It was dead quiet. Nothing. But now you look at the fact that Johnson & Johnson came out with a commercial where they had two dads. Or you look at the fact that Coca-Cola came out with a commercial, they had two dads. Like, you don't see that coming out. But 99% of advertisement, if you go to our community, we support that advertisement. Because you know why? We're two people. If you're in a relationship with somebody, we're two people with two steady incomes. That I'm not having to shell out for a kid. I'm not having to shell out for XYZ. It's me and the other partner. We got two viable incomes coming together. We do what we want. Now, if you're struggling with your straight, I get it. You have a kid. Things happen. You've got to think about this society because you're struggling with your kid. Everybody has these demons that you've got to fight. You got to look at the aspect that, one, everybody's going to give you feedback no matter what, positive or negative. And a lot of the people that give you these negative comments is they want to claim ignorance is bliss. Well, guess what? It's time to grow up and stop being ignorant. It's just time to ask questions. Be mindful. Be open-minded. Don't be closed-minded because, hey, I'm a preacher's daughter or, hey, I'm a preacher's son. That has nothing to do with it.
Even have you looked at the Catholic Church?
The Catholics got caught. Hello, little choir boys. They got caught. Little altar boys. They got caught. But did they
That's
cover it up? Oh yeah, they covered it up big time. Just like Jeffrey Epstein, they covered it up.
yeah, the biggest pedophile ring in America is running through the Catholic Church, but the Catholics can come out and be the most conservative, God-fearing people in the world. It's like, hold on, the guy that you go confess to, he need to be confessing to you what you just did to your son last night. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Let me do 3 Hail Marys and I'll be okay. You know, this is how it goes. Let me confess on Sunday, but yet I'm right in the liquor store on the next Monday. No, it's not. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work
Or
like that in any society like that.
or show up to church smelling like the club.
Yeah, yes. Or step out of the club right in the same suit and you rolled out at 4 o'clock and service starts at 7. You didn't have time to wash your hair. I've seen it so many times. I welcome everybody with open arms. Like I look at the fact that I'm not going through that certain situation, but I surround myself in people that if I don't know the answer to, I'm gonna have somebody in my circle, my inner circle, that knows the answer. That if they don't know the answer, they're gonna find somebody that knows the answer. It's all about the inner workings of who you keep around you, who you allow to be yourself exposed to, who you allow in your life at the same time. If you keep closed minded, you're only going to see you got horse blinders on, just like this, and you're looking down one way. You have to open your eyes and just experience life to the fullest. I don't care what you do. You could be a cocaine addict one day, and the next day I'm going to turn my life around and I'm going to go be a teacher, or oh, I'm going to go be, you know, a guitar player for some band. People change. It's not who you want to be when you're first starting, but it's where you're going and the same travel and the same distance. It's
You
all
know,
about growth.
you talk about people changing and growth. And I think that's such an important piece to focus on, because I looked at the world one way in 2010. If you were to pull my Twitter from then, you might want to cancel me. I looked at the world a certain way in 2012, 2013, 2014. If you look at my Twitter then, you might want to cancel me. I looked at the world a certain way in 2015, 16, 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I was pretty good on Twitter then. And I look at the world in a different way today, and it's all about growth. Do I look back and say I've had some ignorant points of view? I've said some ignorant shit? Absolutely.
Who hasn't? Yeah, who hasn't?
Am I ashamed of it? No, because that was what I knew when I knew it. And guess what? Society allowed me to have some of those views, and they didn't tell me those views were wrong. And then today I go, society's changed. I've changed. I've become better. Society's become better. So I don't think that way anymore. I've done the growth that you want from me. Like, so it sickens me when we pull up people's tweets from 8 years ago and they've given us a track record that they do not subscribe to their old beliefs. Like, well, so-and-so said this in 2011. Give a fuck what he said in 2011. What is he saying now? What is he doing now? Where is his money going now? So it's a pleasure talking to you because, again, we're talking about something that is quote unquote taboo, but it shouldn't be.